Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel a little bit nervous right now, probably because it feels like I haven't done this in a while. I'm a little bit late right now, later than I would like to be, to do April's video because I'm already in April. My last few videos since coming back to YouTube, I've been doing them at least a week or two before the first of the next month, and then I make sure to release it within the first few days of that month. You know what I mean? I actually had a different plan for April's video. What I originally wanted was to film a vlog. The idea was that I was gonna go through my pro markers and refill the chart and go through the colors that I need. Like new colors that I don't have and ones I need to replace. I actually filmed myself coloring in the color chart because I was gonna incorporate that into a video somehow. I still have the footage, so I can still in fact do that. And my initial idea was that I was going to check out the Hobby Lobby that is opening. It's already open. Hobby Lobby in Hayward at the Southland Mall. I'm gonna do like a vlog style and film me buying those things and, you know, do a vlog. I wanted to do a vlog. Technically this is vlogging. It's video blogging, but you guys know what I mean when I wanted to vlog. So that was my plan, but that clearly didn't happen. I went through a lot of like some trial and error when it came to trying to come up with April's video. I actually did try filming on my phone. And then I actually bought a vlogging camera. I bought a vlogging camera from Amazon, but it was a cheap vlogging camera. I returned it because I didn't like the quality. It felt like a lot of trial and error had to be done in order to get it for me to even like it. And then I just decided that I wanted to return it because honestly, I can just save for a Sony. I didn't realize that the Sony was not that expensive. It's still expensive, but it's not like the Canon one that's like 800 bucks. The one that I'm looking at right now is like $400. That's still a lot, but it's more affordable than a Canon. So yeah, a vlog didn't happen, so April's video is gonna be a little bit late. The other plan that I had was I wanted to make an Animal Crossing video, mainly because I wanted to do a traditional art video. So I wanted to do an Animal Crossing fan art piece with pro markers. And yeah, because I haven't used my pro markers in a really long time. That will still probably come at some point. Anyway, a particular something happened earlier this week, which as I'm filming right now, it is April 13th. Something happened in like the beginning of this week that I kind of want to talk about, and I kind of want to incorporate it into a similar topic in this video. This is going to be an art related video. Sort of, kind of. It's like half art related and then half just common sense. I might come off as a little bit mean, maybe. Because honestly, like, the end goal of this is just critical thinking and having patience, I feel like. Basically, the premise of the video and like the reasoning for this video is that I want this to be like a lesson that I feel like people should have a little bit more common sense and just wait a little bit and do your own research. Fan art that is stolen and mistaken for TV shows and rebooted series or rebooted movies. I actually referenced this. I think I referenced this. I mentioned something similar in my AI video where I talked about people creating AI images of real life events that happened, and people were mistaking them for official Disney Pixar movies. This is very similar to what I'm going to talk about. I understand that for a while this is happening, but as someone who is a fan artist and does fan art a lot, I feel like it should stop. First off, I just want to point this out. Your opinion on whether a piece of art looks good or not, or if you like it or not, is not really the point that I'm trying to come across. I just want to point that out there just in case. You can have your own opinion, but that's not the point of this. Sometime in 2021, there were rumors of cartoons getting reboots. Rugrats, Dora the Explorer, and I believe Proud Family also, and I think there was a rumor of like live action Lilo and Stitch was happening. Obviously we know now that 3 out of 4 of these are already things that are happening. The Proud Family got rebooted into like the continuation of the original series. Rugrats got rebooted, and then Dora the Explorer I think just dropped yesterday. And I didn't even know that that was an official thing. I thought, yeah. In 2021, Dora the Explorer was trending because of a rumored reboot. Or maybe it was an official announcement for the reboot, and then this happened. I saw the tweets about the rumor going around, and I knew right away that something wasn't right. I saw this tweet from Cartoon Crave. This says, Dora is currently trending on Twitter due to people mistaking fan artwork for a new version of the series. And it links to an ArtStation profile, and it has the image of the original Dora the Explorer from like the early 2000s, and then what is a piece of fan art. And then I saw this quote tweet from, see, 8-Bit Art. Can people stop using fan art and saying that it's from an official reboot? I'm begging you. And as a fan artist myself, I am also begging you. And then it's got screenshots from Lilo and Stitch live action, things I just referenced, right? This fan art from Dimas Vian, really sorry if I'm saying that wrong, was posted in 2018. This rumor started and this got trending in 2021. 3 years too late. So there's one example. And then in 2022, we got the announcement of the Little Mermaid live action movie. I think this was around the time that the trailer was about to be released. One day on TikTok, I saw multiple people talking about the live action Flounder, the design for the live action Flounder that got released. When people were talking about it, I noticed that nobody was talking about the other characters, and I found out really weird that people were just talking about Flounder and not the other characters. Like, I didn't see any promotion for any of the other characters. Like, why would they not release the other characters and just Flounder? Maybe they were doing a build-up from like one day Flounder, the next day Sebastian, the next day Scuttle or whatever. And then if you actually saw the TikToks, you would have noticed, or at least I noticed this, that it's just the picture. It's just the image, right? Just the image of Flounder, and with no like text or advertisements on the image. Normally when they do releases like this, they will include the text and the advertisement, and they would normally do like as if it's like a movie poster. Normally they wouldn't just do just the image. And then I did my research. Guess what? It wasn't real. It's actually fan art. This was posted by the artist Nick Pill on ArtStation. A lot of these are coming from ArtStation. And this was posted in 2020. Yeah. And then the rumors got started in 2022. Side note, I just mentioned that a lot of these are from ArtStation. I do have to point out, because I'm so anti-AI, ArtStation, when this first started, when like the AI illustrations started, ArtStation was the first website to also promote AI. ArtStation is supposed to be like for artists looking for work. I'm just throwing it out there. Also, if you go to this person's like website, they do like the turnarounds, which I think is really interesting. Is it a little bit uncanny? Is it a little bit funky to look at? Yeah, I understand. You can have your own opinion. Not everything has to look good to everybody. The point is that it is possible that someone stole this and decided to start the rumor that this was for the live action remake. I don't think it was the artist's intention. Also, if you go on their website on ArtStation, someone commented that congratulations on duping the internet or whatever, and Nick didn't have any idea that that was happening. Again, I understand this happens often, but it's actually kind of embarrassing to see people get duped so fast and so quick over fan art when they could just look it up. It is kind of funny seeing people get riled up and making a big case over something that wasn't official, but it's also really sad to see people harassing artists for just doing fan art and just having fun. Like, it's kind of sad. I know that this happens often, and apparently This happens with fan casts as well. So what is a fan cast? These typically don't come from official people working in the industry. Usually these come from normal people like you and I. They might come from people who work in the industry. Chances are they're not. Most of it, if not all, comes from people who have a lot of time on their hands. Yeah. So what they do is that they create a cast of celebrity for a movie that they want to see created. Normally it's for movies. It's for like live action created movies. Does that make sense? In the last few years, if you frequent the internet a lot, you probably have seen them. There have been a lot of fan casts, and a lot of them included like the same group of people. Two of them were Tom Holland and Zendaya, especially for the movie Atlantis or Treasure Island. Like, they only wanted Tom Holland and Zendaya to be the lead roles for those movies. So recently there was a rumor about a live action Rapunzel. It was actually rumored that Avantika Vadanapu, I'm really sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, that Avantika was going to be cast as Rapunzel. You've probably seen her. She starred in the Mean Girls musical, and she is very, very pretty. She's also young. She's 19 years old. I don't mind an Indian Rapunzel. I don't really care. People have pointed out why it would make sense for an Indian Rapunzel, considering Germany has the third highest Indian population, and the current woman who has the record-breaking longest hair is Indian. Before I was like, why? But then I wasn't like upset about it. It doesn't really ruffle my feathers. I do think that it's cool that there's more representation for people of color and black people. All I'm saying is, if she was Filipino, I would be down for it. So yeah. My Twitter the other day was just full of this. I can understand why people would have questions as to why they would cast an Indian person for a canonically white role. By the way, I do have to correct myself. I think it's the live action Tangled, which I guess doesn't really make a difference from what I just said. But the story of Tangled, canonically the main character is white. So I would understand why you would have questions about that. I just don't understand why you would be all up in arms about it and then flood Avantika's Instagram with racist comments, or publicly cry about it and lose your mind if it's the end of the world. I don't remember what this person's TikTok is. I actually got this screenshot from Twitter, and as I was writing the script, I hadn't watched the TikTok, and it's really nothing. Basically, this white girl is just singing the song from Tangled. Just look at her. That's so mean. Just look at her face in the screenshot. She's freaking out. A lot of people were really like crying upset over Avantika being rumored to be Rapunzel. Then I came across this tweet, just happenstance on my For You page. My heart breaks for Avantika. How a simple fan cast can get her so much hate. Her Instagram comment section is rancid. TikTok is getting so many likes for being vile towards her, and nothing has ever been confirmed. Avantika is a talented, beautiful woman who deserves none of this. Then I actually looked it up. I went to Google. It's a fan cast, meaning it's not a real cast, meaning it's not even confirmed that there's going to be a live action Tangled. It's not real, but people were freaking out as if it was, and if it was like someone killed their family. It's just crazy how this blew up over something that wasn't even real in the first place. I never even saw how this started. I just saw everything blow up on Twitter. I'm just really I am really curious to see the original fan cast, like the original account that posted the fan cast. Like, was it obvious that it was a fan cast, or was it not obvious? I have a little bit of good faith in people. I have to assume that it was not obvious that it was a fan cast, because if it was, that's sad. Please remember, like I said, Avantika is 19 years old. Her career is just skyrocketing right now, and I want the best for her. Nobody deserves this type of treatment. Obviously, like I said, there's valid questions and criticism. I don't think resorting to racism and bullying is the way to go, especially for a fan cast. So basically, like, this is just a long way to say, if you see something online and it looks a little bit weird, take a second and think about it before you react. You really have to think about where it's coming from. Is it coming from Twitter or Instagram or TikTok? Do they have sources? Do they have links to articles? You know, where do they get this information from? I'll go so far as to even say, like, I feel like even posted screenshots aren't really good enough. I feel like you need to, sometimes they are good enough, but I feel like you still need to do the extra step and Google search it. If none of these places have sources, chances are it's not really real. Reddit is the closest source to get your information, because people who post stuff like this will at least source where they got it from. I really implore you to not take things at face value. I really do encourage you to just sit back and wait a little bit and do your own research and find out if these things are actually true. And don't go to like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok searches to look them up. Google is free, because otherwise you're just gonna end up like this girl. So this was faster than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, that was it. That was the only thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm still trying to figure out what to do for my May video. I'm thinking about doing a constructive criticism sort of video and how to constructively criticize artists and stuff like that, and do it respectfully, because a lot of that gets lost on social media. I also wanted to do a reference versus copying video, but those two topics are pretty dicey, if I'm being honest. I have a couple of ideas. I still want to do my pro marker video. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. Just to like wrap it up again, just take a second and really think about things before you go and overreact and harass fan artists who don't need to be harassed. Unless it's problematic, then I can kind of understand. Problematic, not if you think it's ugly, I'm just saying. So yeah, shout out to these artists for creating fan art because they wanted to and didn't expect to get harassed and bullied online. See, that part was like the wildest part. I can't imagine being a fan artist and having my art stolen from I don't know where, probably not even from my profile, and having people mistake it for a reboot and then having nasty comments be said about it. Like, I would not want to draw after that. That's fucking wild. And then shout out to Avantika. She's so young and her career is just booming right now. I hope that she can move forward from all of this and people apologize to her, because she definitely deserves an apology. And that's pretty much it for this video. I feel like I covered everything. I don't really know what else to say right now. That is it for this video. I'm still gonna try and brainstorm what the hell the next video is gonna be. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.